Hello? Yep, I'm in the back seat rather than the driver's seat because this is Audi's flagship, the A8. It's a long, luxurious sedan where being driven is often just as important as doing the driving, which, trust me, we'll get to shortly. But to put this ultra-premium machine in context, it competes with other German heavyweights like BMW's 7 Series, and of course the Mercedes-Benz S-Class and Porsche's Panamera, not to mention the Lexus LS or Maserati's Quattroporte. So what's life like at the top of the Audi pyramid? Stay with us to find out. The A8 is close to 5.2 metres long, but it's instantly recognisable as an Audi thanks to its evenly weighted proportions, this curved roofline, and an overall high-waisted design. It's also accentuated by Audi's signature 6-sided grille, in this case boasting a matrix of high-relief chrome accents. Plus, the typically angular LED matrix headlights do this. It looks equally svelte and contemporary from the rear, with just the right amount of chrome to lift the tone, and these multi-spoke 20-inch alloys filling the wheel arches nicely. As you'd expect, the top-shelf look and feel continues inside, with the seats trimmed in super soft aniline leather, perforated on the front and outer rear positions, with genuine hide also covering the centre console, door rails and armrests, steering wheel and upper dashboard. So inside, there are really nice elements like this fine grain ash wood insert defined by these brush metal elements, the obvious attention to detail, it's meticulous and everywhere. Then these screens dial up the tech. There's a 10.3-inch multimedia screen here, 8.6 mainly for heating and ventilation below it, and a 12.3-inch version of Audi's virtual cockpit instrument display in here. And the design of this interior door handle has been thoroughly thought through. You put your fingers up to it rather than down into it, just touch it, and the door is open. And the spacious rear is the epitome of cool, calm, Teutonic form and function. You feel relaxed the moment you get in. And isn't that the primary aim of a car like this? The A8 is powered by a 3-litre turbo diesel V6 connected to an 8-speed automatic transmission, sending drive to all 4 wheels via Audi's Quattro constant all-wheel drive system. It also features a 48-volt electrical setup for mild hybrid functionality, built around a belt-connected starter generator, AC to DC converter, and a 48-volt lithium-ion battery. With energy recovery of up to 12 kilowatts from regenerative braking, it enables the A8 to regularly coast with the engine switched off and helps the extended stop-start system to operate smoothly. With an entry price just north of $200K, the Audi A8 is in the thick of it when it comes to the primo sedan competition we called out earlier. And by definition, a luxury car should be loaded to the gunnels with the standard equipment that makes life on the road just that bit easier. For all the details, check out my written review on the CarsGuide site. But aside from the performance and safety tech we'll cover shortly, the highlights from a very lengthy standard equipment list are 4-zone climate control, extended leather trim, 17-speaker 730-watt Bang & Olufsen audio, ambient interior lighting with 30 colours and 6 colour profiles, a panoramic sunroof, Audi Connect navigation and multimedia with voice and handwriting recognition, a colour head-up display, adaptive cruise control, digital matrix LED headlights, heated, ventilated and massaging electrically adjustable front seats. Heck, even the front armrests are heated. And as I said, there's more, a lot more. The Audi A8 can hold its head high in terms of value relative to its $200K price tag and the competition. Space is luxury, be it a large house, a first-class seat, or a spacious car. And at close to 5.2 metres with a 3-metre wheelbase, the Audi A8 measures up. And it feels spacious even before you get in. The doors have an amazing sense of solidity and quality. It's like opening and closing a bank vault if the bank vault had electrically assisted soft close function. In terms of storage up front, first off, there's this tricky kind of split top storage box in the centre with this padded lid that of course doubles as an armrest. And there are 2 cup holders in here. This isn't an enormous bottle, it only just squeaks in there, so beware of that. There's a decent sized glove box over here, and there are pockets in the doors. Again, if you're wanting to put a bottle in there, it's almost you have to lay them down on its side, but there is space for bits and pieces in there as well. And front and back, there are these surprisingly handy little storage compartments in the armrest. In the back here, plenty of space, as you might imagine. I'm 183 centimetres tall, I've got heaps of headroom, tons of leg room, lots of room for my feet. This fold down centre console offers a storage box in here, a couple of USB-C ports in here. There's also a touch screen that controls things like the seats and blinds that you have at your disposal back here. Two 12-volt power outlets, individual ventilation in the back of the centre console here as well as at the back of the B pillar. Map pockets, hard shell map pockets in the back of the front seats, as well as enough room for bottles over here in the doors. It's a nice place to be. In terms of connectivity and power options, there's wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, 2 USBs in the front and 2 in the rear as we mentioned, as well as multiple 12-volt outlets. Boot volume is 505 litres VDA and the lid is electric with gesture control. It's able to swallow our 3-piece luggage set or the bulky CarsGuide pram with room to spare. And in more good news, the spare is a space saver rather than the increasingly prevalent inflator repair kit. Audi's official fuel economy number for the combined cycle is 6.6 litres per 100 kilometres. Over a week of city, suburban and some freeway running, we averaged 11.1 litres per 100 kilometres, which is reasonable for a 2.1 tonne luxury sedan. Also worth noting, the standard stop-start system works beautifully thanks to the 48-volt starter generator. You'll need 82 litres of diesel to fill the tank, and using the official number, that translates to a range of just over 1,240 kilometres, which drops to around 740 kilometres using our real-world figure. The A8's all-wheel drive, Audi claims it will accelerate from 0 to 100 in just under 6 seconds, which is pretty quick. It's got 600 Newton metres of torque. Whenever you want some urge, there is plenty under your right foot. And it matches up with this 8-speed automatic transmission with Tiptronic function, so a sequential shift, or you can use these paddles on the steering wheel if you want to take control. So the A8 has a very limo-like air suspension system, which does an amazing job of ironing out irregularities. The actual physical suspension is by multi-links front and rear. There's also acoustic glazing. It's really very quiet in here, eerily so, very refined. With the 3 screens, there's this large one at the top for multimedia, there's the heating and ventilation control, another one for instruments. There's a lot going on, but ergonomically, it all makes perfect sense. Things are well located and it is all quite intuitive to use. In terms of its footprint, this is a big car, but it doesn't feel like one. It's got a wide track, but it feels balanced. The steering actually, the accuracy and the feel that you're getting from the road is really good. It's balanced in corners. It sort of does that classic shrinking around you trick. It doesn't feel like a big 5.2 metre long car. So this is a big, nearly 2.1 tonne luxury sedan, and it's got plenty of performance. So as much as the going, you'll want to make sure that you're okay on the slowing. There are big ventilated discs on every corner. The pedal feels nice and firm, yet progressive when you're applying it. Absolutely refined, like most of the rest of the car. Even though the A8 hasn't been assessed by ANCAP, as you might expect, it goes to town when it comes to active safety tech. The car incorporating everything from low and high-speed AEB to a 360-degree camera view, adaptive cruise control, and just about every assist in the book. Read my written review for all the details. The airbag count runs to 9, which includes side bags for the front seats and the back seats, as well as full-length curtains to minimise head injury, and a front centre bag to minimise head clash injuries in the event of a side impact. The A8 is covered by Audi Australia's 5-year unlimited kilometre warranty, which is now par for the luxury market course. That said, paint defects are also covered for 5 years,
with rust to the point of perforation covered for 12. Service is required every 12 months or 15,000 kilometres, with a cap price plan for the A8 coming in at $3,830 or $766 per year. That's a fair wedge, but not outrageous for the category.
The Audi A8 swims in a luxury car shark tank where those paying the big dollars expect top shelf everything. It delivers a serene driving experience whether you're in the front or the back, in a beautifully engineered and executed luxury sedan package. It's not perfect, but it's very, very impressive. Versprung, de CarsGuide.